Now we're watching Cate's breaststroke below the water, commentary by Coach Chris. And just like we did, we're going to do one where we just play at full speed. You know, the first thing that stands out just watching full speed is the head position is spot on. You're getting it nice and low, keeping the chin tucked. Got a nice narrow kick. That was a little bit better timed than the above water one, but there's still a few things we can fix on it to try and get the pull out a little more effective. But I like a lot of what I'm seeing with this stroke. So let's start framing forward here. Like I said, first thing that I notice is the head's getting low. This is where we want to be. The eyes are looking the right way. Really good job on that, because not a lot of the kids are having as easy a time getting that concept. I know we've talked about it a few times at practice, so the fact that you made that adjustment so easily is really good. Now this is a solid example of where you want to be. Let's get those hands a little lower. So this is the position I want when you bring your hands through. Right here. Forearm, hands, elbow all in a line. So once you get to this point, I don't want you to worry about bringing the hands up anymore. Just get to this point and then let your shoulders shrug up a little more and then drive the hands forward. But right now you're going to use a little more energy, which is going to keep you lower in the water to get those hands up. And you can just kind of see it's not hurting you as bad as others. You're doing a good job of keeping mostly linear with this. But watch the hands go up, and then the first motion, you see which direction they were headed? That first direction was downward. Now, you are doing a real good job of staying nice and linear with your stroke, so you're not following it too much, but you can kind of see that your body just kind of dip an inch or two as you press through because you're following the hands. And the other thing that we're seeing because of that little swoop that you do, if you look at your hands, they're slightly angled up. They're kind of like this. And that means the water's hitting your palm and it's kind of putting on a brake. So your hands aren't necessarily as flat as we want them. Nice wide catch. Again, timing's really good on that. And it's just a slight adjustment with those hands, and I think it'll help you. Stop here. This is it. This is the position right here we need to be. Stop. You don't need to do any more with your hands than get there. Okay, this whole second part right there, we can get rid of this. We don't need it. Really, really, really good job getting that head down. I'd like you to try and drive the feet together a little bit quicker, because as we can see, these feet are still kind of apart. They're kind of slowing down on this last part. They need to accelerate. You need to get those ankles together just with a little more power at the back end of the kick. See how they're kind of slowly drifting together? I want to see them get tight, kick all the way through into a streamline. A really good head position. You're doing that's some of the best head position of the group. I really like what you're doing with that head position. Going through the turn. Again, not overdoing the turn. Keeping your distance from the wall. I really like that. That's solid. Now, the one thing I will say is we're kind of dropping too low. Right now, your feet are really high, your head's really low. Push off with your head when your head gets to about here. So when we're here, go ahead and push off. And then finish that rotation. You're just kind of carrying down, letting that head carry down a little too much and twisting a little too much on the wall. Like a little bit longer first glide. And we're kind of pulling on the way down still. See how we're angled down? Wait till you get on that first glide. Be a little more patient. Wait till you get to, where is that first glide? I don't want to go too far. There we go. Wait till we start coming up more towards that breakout stroke, because you're getting stuck just a little bit underwater here at the end. See? You're lifting your head and you're still about a foot underwater. We don't want to lift that head till we're actually taking that first stroke at the surface. So just a little mistiming on that head lift, a little mistiming on that first pull on that pull out. And those are easy fixes. You just got to be a little more patient. So again, head position, that's looking really good. But watch the feet. This is what I was talking about. The feet aren't quite getting as tight together. So when you kick, this is the kick. Now the kick's over, and you're just going to kind of let the feet drift together. I want you to finish the kick all the way through to these feet together. So push through with some effort and get those feet together with some, I would say, authority, with some power. Don't just let them kind of drift into that streamline. Get them together with some energy and get them locked in so that when you start that pull, they're going to be in a streamline. They're going to be really tight and under control. And you can see here they're just kind of separate. They're still kind of floating around. That's kind of slowing you down a little bit. It's bleeding off some of that energy that you should be using to initiate the pull and get up high in the water. So really good job. The breaststroke's solid. A lot of the stuff is just timing issues. A lot of the stuff, the hand thing, I think can make a big difference if we can just get to the position in this frame here and don't worry about reaching up and over the water so much. The kick is kind of one of the major things, driving that kick through, getting the feet together with some energy. Don't just kick out and then let the feet kind of drift together. You want to get them tight. You want to get them together so you can initiate that pull. Wall was solid. Watch that you're not trying to do too much. Don't twist all the way onto your stomach as you push off. Just get on your side, push off on your side, and then roll on your stomach as you're streamlining. And I think you'll find you get a more solid push off. You won't quite push off so deep, and you'll just have a little bit more speed through that turn. And be more patient on your glides. The first glide, go a little longer. Wait till you're coming up, starting to rise towards the surface, and then do that dolphin kick and pull. And then do that second glide, and then sweep and kick. Everything after that initial glide needs to be towards your breakout stroke. And that'll help you time that first breakout stroke better. As we saw earlier, you were kind of underwater on it. I'll find it right here. See, we're heading down. See, we're kind of underwater on it. We want to time that a little better. And a lot of that has to do with just being more patient before you start that first pull of that pull out. So really good job. I look forward to seeing you at practice. I'll see you tonight.